like dinosaur movies? I do, normally. Jurassic Park, hey, that's some awesome stuff right there. Even like The Land That Time Forgot, with the stop motion dinosaurs and dinosaurs in King Kong and anything with dinosaurs in it, I'm usually on board with that. Now, if you're a dinosaur fan, maybe you've heard of this. Adventures in Dinosaur City. It's no Jurassic Park. Oh no. Yeah, Adventures in Dinosaur City came out in like 1991. It was a made-for-TV movie, released on VHS, I guess, 1992. I never heard of this. I saw this on the thrift store shelf, and, okay, look at the tagline here. Long before there were turtles, the world was ruled by dinosaurs. So what does that tell you? Ripping off Ninja Turtles. Ripping off the live-action Ninja Turtles movie. Zuh. I don't know how many were out by that time. Yeah, we got our 3 kid protagonists there. None of these actors you've ever have heard of. Animatronics or puppets. Or dinosaur suits. This is garbage, actually. I wish I'd never found this, to be honest with you. It felt like such a waste of time. But it's bordering on one of those so bad that it's good movies. Yeah, I know I use that phrase a lot. It's bad, but it's so bad that it's just bad. There's like, it's just a complete eye roll of a movie. First of all, it was made to capitalize on the success of the live-action Ninja Turtles movie. Okay, great. So what did they need to make that movie? Well, let's see. They had guys in turtle suits. They could do like kung fu and all this stuff and fighting. And anyway, I guess they thought that would translate over to dinosaurs and kids would be totally into that. Because that's all that this is. And the plot of it is these 3 kids. They're totally freakishly obsessed with this like animated dinosaur show. It's called Dinosaurs, this show that they watch, and they all get together and hang out in the one kid's bedroom and watch this. It's creepy. It's weird. It's like some kind of cult or something they belong to, because they do like a little dance or something. Like one kid's like 13 and the other 2 are like 16, 17, and no kids behave like that. I mean, come on, man, especially not at that age. And anyway, so they're obsessed with this dinosaur show. Meanwhile, the youngest kid, his parents go away on a business trip or something. Turns out that they're like these scientific geniuses, and they've created this like portal thing or some kind of dimension shifting invention, and they have it set up in their garage, and they leave to go on like a business trip or something like that to try and pitch their idea to the world, I guess. But they leave it like armed or something, and then the kid and his friends sneak over into the laboratory while the parents are gone, and they want to use this big screen TV that they've got on the wall to watch their stupid dinosaur show. So they pop the tape in, hit some button on a remote control, and then boom, now they're like transported to dinosaur world and they're inside the show. Except it's not animated. It's like live action but with people in dinosaur costumes. And it's and then they land in Dinosaur City and they meet this like little pterodactyl guy, but he's like just a puppet and he can't fly, and it's like so obviously a puppet. It's like, you know how the Muppets, like how they try and hide the person's like arm, the one that's like manipulating the mouth or whatever. That character shows up like somebody's carrying him, or in a backpack, or somehow so they can hide this like puppet. And he's like the worst, stupidest looking puppet ever, and has the most annoying voice. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, and he's like, "Hey guys, what's going on here?" And he's like kind of whiny, and he's like, meh, 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 meh. But he's supposed to be like a wisecracking little, lovable little scamp or whatever. And it's ay caramba. But then we meet eventually like Rex. Guess what kind of dinosaur he is? And his friend Tops. a Triceratops. And they have, like, basically, they're only dinosaurs because they have, like, a dinosaur mask or head on. And to be honest, the dinosaur masks aren't that bad. And, like, the animatronics inside them and the puppetry that controls them isn't that bad. But it's the rest of the suit. All it is just them wearing, like, street clothes or whatever. And I suppose, just kind of like on the cover here. And then they got tails. And, oh, and of course, dinosaur gloves. So, basically, the bad guys in here are all cavemen, which makes a ton of sense. And there's two of them are like super annoying, like the two main cave people. The one dude, he's this big, buff, violent guy, but he's got like this really high pitched voice, and he sounds like another cartoon character. And then his love interest, or the female cave lady anyway, who has portrayed as being like super sexy, and everybody wants this cave lady. And she's got she sounds like freaking Fran Drescher or something, or like some like 1940s like operator on the telephone kind of thing. I don't know, she's got this weird accent that's just ugh. I don't know how many times I'm going to make that noise during this review, but I think it must be up to about 4 or 5 by now. Yeah, it's stupid. It's so these kids, they get trapped there and they want to figure out how to get home, but then by the end they're like, "Oh, but can't we stay? We love it here in Dinosaur City after our adventure and helping you save the city," which you never actually see a city, or really much of a city. I mean, there's a couple of shots where there's a scene where they're in a bar. I guess I don't even know if that's in Dinosaur City. Yeah, so the bad guys are cavemen. Dinosaurs got to fight the cavemen, and they got to take out the head bad guy, who is another dinosaur. Whoa. Mind blown. You remember the Jim Henson production, the Dinosaurs TV show, the actual one, like the live action suitmation puppetry one? That was infinitely better than this. Not only because it looked better and the suits were better and they were made by actual professionals, but because it's just, even though I don't like that show, it's funnier than this crap. I went on Rotten Tomatoes and I looked up some details about Dinosaur City. Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb. Now, as far as user reviews go, Adventures in Dinosaur City got like a 37%. I read a lot of those reviews, and there's a lot of people that look back fondly at this show, and oh, I loved this when I was a kid, and oh my god, really? Like, but this one had martial arts action. There's a lot of martial arts adventures going on in Dinosaur City. And I guess the performers are actually not bad. They're fine anyway. But it looks like their suits are gonna like fall apart. Like the head's gonna fall off when the guy does like a roundhouse kick or whatever. So the suits look nowhere near as good as Ninja Turtles, which they're ripping off here. And yeah, the fact that it is such a ripoff makes it really bad. And it's just like, I mean, I thought maybe I'd find a diamond in the rough, you know? Like one of those weird-ass movies that just comes at you from out of nowhere and just, like, entertaining as hell. While this is really bad, and it's not bad enough to be entertaining, or maybe it's too bad to be entertaining, because this was a real chore to get through this, and I couldn't wait for this to be over. Adventures in Dinosaur City. I've wasted enough time on this already. This is an F. Don't watch this movie. Don't even look for it. Don't even look at the cover, man. Because it's an F. Save yourself the hassle. You know, when you're making travel arrangements, maybe you should book for Jurassic Park before you book for Dinosaur City. Just a thought.